Now, after a while, you come back here. You submitted the form. It has been gone into database. Database guys has saved it, saved the information. Now, after a while, you come back and you say, "Hey, dude, I mean, I just what did I select?" You go back and check your details, and you say edit, and you say edit. That has to be selected, right? So that you can check back, cross check. Exactly. Reference. As a reference from elsewhere, yeah, you use select equal to selected. So it's just like, whenever you select something, you want to edit it later, or you want to make it as a default option for you when you edit it later. Yeah, select equal to selected is used. So that is about the select box. And let me tell one more thing about the select box. Like say, which is not used, most often, but why can't we just go ahead and do that? So this time it's the same thing, but this guy has a big brother. Option has a big brother. So who is this? His OPT group. So this OPT group guy has a label. Now let me say label or high end, I say. Okay, high end, and let me just remove this guy and put it on top of everybody. Okay, so the high-end cars are Mercedes. REQ7 is a high-end car. So what I'm doing here is just I'm grouping certain options. Okay, so let me let the OPT group guy may end here. Okay, let's see what he got over there. Let's say let me go here and refresh. You see here the high end BMW, Mercedes, and Audi Q7 are high end cars. That's what it says. I have grouped it in a way that okay, this is a high end. I wanted a car to be selected in the high end. Meanwhile, I can select from the low end cars too, and not like Porsche and Range Rover, Mustang, or again high end cars. But I'm just showing an example. Like I can group certain options, but yeah, and say it's like people seldom use them these days because that can be achieved using CSS. So don't be using, but yeah, subgrouping, like but still again you can come back here and say you cannot select high end. It's just a label. That's it. So it says like, hey, these three guys are grouped under high end. Now let me go back here and let me just OPT group. Again, I'll say label equal to low end. So Maruti and Nano are the low end cars here. Let's assume. And let me just okay, this I'm removing the selected equal to select because I don't want to make that as selected. And what I do is I don't group these three guys here. Let them be out of any group, and let me put that in the middle, and let's see what happens on the front end. So I go here, I do this. Let's just select a car model. Now you can see here high end, and this guy does not belong to any group, and then the low end. Right? It's just grouping. OPT group, option group. Okay, that's what it does. Yeah. So that is about the select box. Now if you guys have any question, I can answer it here, and we go ahead, and there's one more thing in the forms, and we'll finish it up, and guys give you an assignment in forms saying like just type of form. That's it, nothing more than that we can do, and with that the forms will be done. And let's see what we got in the syllabus. So meanwhile you guys think about selected attribute. I did not select any attribute here. I removed that Range Rover. Let's see what we got here. HTML contents. Yeah, Arun, got any questions? Selected attribute, what is all that about? Yeah. See, as I said, you submitted your type of car, say a while back. Now if you want to edit that, now say you sold that car, okay, or let's say country, let's forget about car. You're in US now. Later, a while back, you migrated or you completely shifted to Australia. Now you wanted to edit the details. I have defaultly programmed the countries to be a select box. Okay, so now you come back to the website and you just go ahead and edit the form or edit the details. So it should be shown. See, it's like, it's a part of design protocol that you should show. I should show you as a web designer or web developer, the option which you have selected a while back. Like, it's not good that you have to start it from the start again. So now I pull the data from the database saying your country was previously USA. Now I'll again show the list of countries, but defaultly USA should be selected because that's what you did. Exactly, it's pre-programmed. Or you go to Tutoslive website. Let me just go to Tutoslive. Okay, tutoslive.com. Okay, I've done an intelligent program here. Now you see here, every time you come to the website, the day will be Saturday. You just come tomorrow, the day will be Saturday again. You come Wednesday, the day will be Saturday. You come Thursday, the day will be Saturday. But speaking, Saturday is somewhere around 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth option. You see that? Right, Saturday was fifth option. Now I go here and view the source. You see here, see now, selected. Can you see this? This has been made using PHP because I won't do it statically every day and say, hey, just select Saturday. It was done using PHP. Like, okay, because Saturday, I did that because Saturday was my free day. Saturday is my free day, and I can take a demo at 11:30 a.m. every Saturday. I can take a demo at 11:30 a.m. every Sunday. Rest of the days I can take only at 9:30. You can see it here. I can take only 9:30. But I don't like the users to select that. So I compelled them to select Saturday by making it as a default option. Whenever they come to the website, they see the option as Saturday only. So that's where the selected attribute is used. Exactly. Now I can say I can go back here and I select Tuesday. Hey dude, why do you compel me to take Saturday? Instead I'll go with Tuesday. So he goes there and selects Tuesday. And that's the value now. Now let me go back to the source. Oops. It's still, because it's static program HTML. So whenever I submit, yeah, it takes me back to, yeah, it's pre-programmed. Exactly. It's pre-programmed. Selected is pre-programmed. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Right. Now let me go back here. We're done with entities. Yeah, we're left with entities. We'll be seeing entities tomorrow. It's not a big topic. We're done with form elements, and then we'll go ahead and jump into CSS, the styling. We'll see the colors of websites. How do we change colors? How do we give a padding, give a margin? How do we make a content look like a box? How do we make images more transparent? How do we put a background image? So that's all will be learned in CSS. So it will be very fun learning CSS. We'll be learning CSS from, most probably today is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday we'll be learning CSS. So yeah, if you guys got any questions in forms, I'll just go ahead and say, and we are left with only one thing in forms, which is a text area. So text area is the only one thing left in the form. So any questions? Sandeep, you here? Nitish, Sandeep. Great. So yeah, one more thing to be noted here. Forms are not nested. One form tag has only one form in it. Like, you can't nest forms inside a form. So never ever try doing. Some people will try. They feel like they forget it actually. Oh yeah, great. So yeah, now let's go ahead and see text area. When do we use text area? Okay, great. So let me just write it here only. So now everything was fine until now. Like what if, say for instance, you send email, right? You see a subject, you see a to, you see CC, BCC, all the things, right? Now you go there, it's nothing but a form actually. You know, to is a text box, BCC, CC are text boxes again, and subject is a text box again. But whereas your body, you say your body is more than one line, right? The body of an email is more than one line. So what do they use over there to make it, to write more text in it instead of a text box? Now let's just go ahead and let's do some experiment here. I'll just open a new thing. I'll save here. Let me copy. I'll just copy this. I'll say text area. Let's name it a text area. Forget about what is text area. So I'll just use here, and I'll remove the login here. Oops. Alright, now let's go ahead, and here let me just go here and text area. Okay, now let me type some information here. Hello sir. Let's assume that I'm typing an email. Hello sir. Oops, enter will submit. I'm sorry, let me use control enter. Oops. Okay, how are you? I'm doing fine. I hope you are doing fine too. Now you can see here, whatever I type, I can only see some amount of text, but not all the text which I'm typing, which is really very bad in terms of user experience. Like whenever you're typing an email, you need to see it, whatever you're typing it, or at least you should have an idea what you're typing on. So for that purpose, text area is failed over there, because for text area I cannot see the whole text what I'm typing over there. So what options do I got? So HTML forms will provide us with an option which is called text area. See, this time the name again. This is real cool thing about HTML. So text area. Text area again, the same attributes as every other form. Let's say name equal to, I'll say body here. Let me give body, and let me give a name as subject here. Okay, subject, enter subject. So I'll just copy here again. Let me just put enter, or let's say to whom, or sender name, let's say, no, recipient name. Receiver name, I'll say 2 here. Alright, now let's go ahead and see what is there. So let me use a BR here. I'll say the value to be send email. Alright, then clear form or clear email, whatsoever. Let's come back here and see. Now can you see here? Oops, what's there? Is there a value? Nothing. Oops, I know what's there. So now you can see here text area, right? Let me give just a placeholder here so that you will understand. Placeholder equal to enter the text. So I come here, refresh, yeah, enter text. So this is how. Now let me type again the same. Hello sir, how are you? I hope you are doing fine. Now you can see here, I can see what I'm typing. So to send comments. Yeah, exactly. Comments, email, about me, whatever, wherever you see chunk of text to be typed in, to be sent. Yeah, I'll be using text area over there, right? So yeah, so that's the text area where I'll be using text area. So those are the areas. Now, yeah, fine. Now I want this to be big. So what I do? So this has an attribute. So let's say columns. Columns equal to 20, I say, and I want it in the height also. I want the height to be increased. Let's say row equal to 20. So calls equal to 20 and rows equal to 20, and I'll just refresh it. Now you can see here 20 and 20. I don't want this big. Let me just go ahead and say 10 here, and I'll say 50 here. Now you can see here, this is it. Let me say 2. What we say 2. I have my email. I have a fancy email address. Email at the rate of sagarpodilapu.me, and the subject. Let me just increase the size of this too. I can do that too. I can just say size equal to let's give 50. Let's make even. I can give this size too, but size is not so important. Let me go ahead and refresh this. Yeah, 50 calls and size are different. Maybe that's taking 5 pixel, I guess, and this is taking only 1 pixel. Let that be. Let that be whatever. Let's just go ahead and save this. With me, and I'll say subject. This is. Don't expect that this email goes. I'm just typing, like, let's say, hello, who are you? I'm hoping you're doing fine. Let me just copy and paste them. I can see here. I can just go back and read whatever I'm typing, and I'll say send email. Now you can see here everything is in the URL. At the rate is not shown, but it's shown as %40, and every space is shown as plus here. This is mail, and body. You can see the body, like the commas are %3f, or I guess this is a question mark. This is the comma. So yeah, that's how it happened. How do you control the size of text area? Yeah, using rows and columns. Like you can see here, I gave rows equal to 10 and columns equal to 50, and don't worry about this. This can be achieved using CSS too. So you won't be finding people using these rows and columns anymore, because this can be done using styling. But as of now, yeah, you can control the size and height, or width and height of the text area using rows and columns. So I gave columns equal to 50. So what is columns here? Columns is the width. Oops. Oh. You can see here the columns is the width, and the rows are nothing but the height. So rows and columns. Whereas the text area or text, I can only control the width. Again, this can be achieved using your styles. Everything is possible using styles. So you need not worry more about the rows and columns, which can be done using styles too. And you won't be seeing people using these rows and columns anymore. Maybe very few people use it, but this, again, I'm saying, yeah, this can be done using CSS. So that's about the forms.